update on my PA applications. I finally got my first interview. I applied to this school, I believe, in July sometime, and I got my first interview in Arizona, in Phoenix, Arizona. It is a beautiful school, beautiful campus, really nice people. Um, which is amazing because I would have never known about this school if I did not apply. So yeah, really nice people, and it's an osteopathic medical school, and they have a PA program there, and it's all graduate programs there. So a little bit about the interview. It was a day long, or it was 1 day interview. I know some schools have like multiple days, but this was just a 1 day interview. We were there from 7:45 a.m. to 2 p.m. Um, Arizona gets really hot, so we were indoors the whole time. We did have a tour of just the PA faculty or the PA facility, and good thing the PA facility was only in one building, so we never really had to leave outside, um, which was good because it was really hot. So what I wore, I guess I'll talk about that first. I wore a suit, a black suit, um, and I wore a salmon colored collared shirt, button up shirt, um, and then I carried a little bag with me. Um, you didn't need to bring anything for the interview. They provide you pen, they provide you one pen, they provide you water, they provide you pretty much everything. So you don't really need to bring anything with you. But I brought things. I brought a bag just to leave my personal belongings. And the interview was so how the day went was first we have like a welcome speech, and a little like orientation talking about the program, and by the dean, I believe, or the chair. He's the chair of the program, so he spoke, and he gave us all the statistics, the PAMS exam scores, the whatever it is that he needs to provide us with. He did all that first. And then we did a director of the program interview. That was the second one. You either get an interview with the director of the program, or you get an interview with the chair of the department. So I had the director of the program, and she's super nice, super super nice. It was like a 5 minute brief, short interview. Second part of the interview was it was a okay. So I guess let me talk a little bit about that interview. So it was with the chair of the department, or the director of the department, and we were asked basically generic questions. Why do you want to be a PA? Um, um, if you're okay with rotations being far away from the campus, like in Georgia, Louisiana, or in California, like if you're okay with moving there, if we send you as needed. And then the second one was, why this school? Um, just generic, traditional questions. Nothing tricky, nothing cutthroat deep or anything. So that was my first interview. And then the second interview was with two faculty members and three PA applicants. And that one was a little bit more intimidating, but honestly, like they're all very nice. My experience was a little bit different from everything that I've read, which was kind of a bummer because I've read that, they're very, very nice, and they're very, like they pay attention when you talk, and I read that they make you feel like you're talking to a family member, and that was not how it was for me personally, but definitely I can say that that is how they are for other students, because um, there were three applicants and I was one of them, and we were all interviewed at the same time and asked questions at the same time, but I felt that they paid a little bit more attention to someone like the other applicants. They said thank you after each question was answered by them, but for some reason they didn't do that with me, and I'm not sure if that's because I was pretty confident with my answer. Sometimes I know from personal experience that if you it seems like you stutter, or if you see it seems like you um, can't put what you want to say into words, they will kind of look at you so that they can guide you, you know. But they didn't have to do any of that with me because I was kind of just like da 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 da. They were taking awfully lot of notes when I was talking, so that's the only thing that I'm kind of like, why do you need so many notes? But what can you do? So that was how my interview went. Oh, they asked like, what did you do to prepare yourself to get into PA school? Why our school? And then they asked us to like rank like the importance in personality of a physician assistant, and explain your answers. They told us to talk about a example when you what that was profound, like a profound event that happened to you. They asked us to talk about a mistake that you did and what you learned from it. One more question. They asked us to basically talk about a health policy or something that affects PAs in like a law or a health policy that affects PAs directly, and yeah, just to like make us like just to make sure that we are aware of that. Yeah, so that was it. That was all of it, and yeah, so after that interview, we were done with interviews, and then we had a group activity, which I didn't really understand what they were trying to get out of that, but our group activity consisted of like a scavenger hunt and just looking at, you know, how we like talk in a group and how we, I don't know, whatever we do in a group setting. So yeah, so that was basically all of it. And then we had lunch, and then that was it. So yeah, that was the interview and how I feel after. I feel like, well, there's actually definitely one question that I did not like have an example for, and I couldn't think on the spot, so I kind of just gave them an answer that is obviously true. I didn't BS anything, but the answer that I gave him really didn't have like, okay, like, well, it's a good example, but how is this profound, or how does this relate to what you learned, or whatever it was. Um, but aside from that, I think I did well. But so they let us know. They told us that they're gonna let us know if we got accepted or not. From 1 week to up to 3 weeks. So it's only been, I think, a couple of days. It's only been 2 days, and then it's the weekend right now. So yeah, so I don't know, but I checked on like PA form, and I know that like 2 people were already accepted. They had their calls, so um, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, but everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for the best, and you kind of just learn from that experience and you move on. And if you are meant to go there, you will get it. And if not, it's just 2 years of your life. Like, doesn't matter where you go, a big part of being a physician assistant is that it's how much you learn, and it's um, how much you put into what you're doing. That's what matters. You could go to the best school and have an amazing time, but if you don't put in the work to learn and improve, like, it's gonna come back on you, because you're done after 2 years. You're done. It doesn't matter if you don't get into your dream school. You're done with that program after 2 years. And what matters is what you do after that, and how you're going to influence and impact the people that you're serving after you're done with PA school and you are a clinician. So um, I'm not as disappointed as I was maybe like yesterday, um, but yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so that's it. I have another interview coming up in California, and yeah, so I'm gonna go to that, and I'll let you guys know about that too, and the questions that they asked, so that I kind of have it all documented. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.